Hey everyone! So today we're going to tell you the sweet and romantic love phrases in Bisaya. I like you. Let's start with the basics. Naibog ko nimo. I have a crush on you. Naibog ko nimo. Naibog ko nimo. Although technically it could still be translated as I like you in English, but for this one, you could usually hear it on crushing stage. Naibog ko nimo could also mean I am jealous of you. But you don't have to worry if you might use it wrongly because it will depend on context. Naibog ko nimo in the sense of I am jealous of you typically is being followed by a reason of your jealousy for that person. Or if you'd like a more modern style, you could also use nakakrush ko nimo. Nakakrush ko nimo. Nakakrush ko nimo. Some people might consider naibog ko nimo as a bit deeper or a bit stronger phrase, especially on bigger cities like Davao, since it's not often used nowadays compared to nakakrush ko nimo. If you're just starting to have feelings for someone in a crush level, nakakrush ko nimo and naibog ko nimo are lighter than our next one, which is ganahan ko nimo, which means I like you. Ganahan ko nimo. Ganahan ko nimo. You might have seen this online as a direct translation of I like you in the sense of a romantic version of I like you in English. Technically, it's still I like you, but I must say that this one is mostly used to signify that you like someone as a person. But if you wanted to express someone your likeness towards him or her and emphasize it in a romantic level, you should say nakagusto ko nimo. Nakagusto ko nimo. Nakagusto ko nimo. Courting. Courting is a big thing in the Philippines. Although it's no longer that grand compared to how it was in the past, but it still exists nowadays. Courting, or pagpanguyab in Cebuano or Bisaya language, is a big part of the Philippine dating tradition. It's considered by many as the sweetest stage or phase of a Filipino's love life. It's traditionally done by a man to a woman, and it's like getting to know, period. The suitor will wait until he gets the sweetest yes from the woman, and then they'll become officially a couple. We'll talk more about that in another video of its own. For someone who already know about this stage of dating in the Philippines and would already like to court a Filipina who speaks Cebuano or Bisaya, you could say, Pwede ko manguyab nimo? Pwede ko manguyab nimo? Pwede ko manguyab nimo? Pinangga kaayo tika, which means I care so much about you. Pinangga kaayo tika. Pinangga kaayo tika. This phrase gives more romantic touch and has that cute and softer vibe. You could also say this to your loved one as it's not exclusively for romantic couples. Espesyal kaayo ka nako. Or in English, you are very special to me. Espesyal kaayo ka nako. Espesyal kaayo ka nako. Malipayon kaayo ko pagkauban tika. I am so happy when I'm with you. Malipayon kaayo ko pagkauban tika. Malipayon kaayo ko pagkauban tika. If you'd like to omit the so, you could just directly omit saying the kaayo there. And you might also shorten it to lipay, which you would hear often these days. Bisaya speakers actually tend to shorten words, most especially from the ones in Cebu area. Sweet kaayo ka. You are so sweet. Sweet kaayo ka. Sweet kaayo ka. Or if you'd like to say that in a softer vibe, but you still want to get your message across, you could say, Kasweet ni mo oy. Ka-sweet nimo, oy. Ka-sweet nimo, oy. Naara ko pirmi diri para nimo. Which means, I am always here for you. Naa, rako, permi, diri, para, nimo. Naara ko pirmi diri para nimo. The ra there could actually mean just in English, like I am just always here for you. But the ra in this Bisaya phrase is more like the expression word ra, which gives the meaning a softer feel. Seryoso ko nimo, which you might have guessed, I'm serious about you in English. Seryoso ko nimo. Seryoso ko nimo. Gimingaw na kayo ko nimo. I already miss you so much. Gimingaw na kaayo ko nimo. Gimingaw na kaayo ko nimo. Let's get more serious. Gihigugma kaayo tika, which is one of the most romantic things you could say to your significant other. I love you so much. Gihigugma kaayo tika. Gihigugma kaayo tika. And you could just put pod after the verb gihigugma or love to respond with I love you too so much. I would say that this phrase is very strong, especially since many would consider this one as a deeper or stronger, considering that nowadays people would just use the English version I love you rather than the Cebuano one. You might also hear other versions of the word pod or to, such as sad or sab, but whichever you prefer to use is fine. Dili ko mabuhi kung wala ka. I can't live without you. Dili ko mabuhi kung wala ka. Dili ko mabuhi kung wala ka. Or if you want to be extra romantic, you could just add sa akong kinabuhi, which means in my life. So now you'll have I can't live without you in my life. Nahigugma ko nimo. I am in love with you. Nahigugma ko nimo. Nahigugma ko nimo. I would say that this one is more or less as strong as the gihigugma tika. If you'd like to say that you're so in love, same with the other ones, you just put kaayo after the verb nahigugma, and that will be like nahigugma kaayo ko nimo. I am so in love with you. If you have an ex and you still have feelings for him or her, and that you are still in love with that person, you could tell that someone, nahigugma pagihapon ko nimo. Nahigugma pa gihapon ko nimo. Nahigugma pagihapon ko nimo. And the last but not the least one for this video is ikaw ang pinakanindot nga nahitabo sa akong kinabuhi. You are the best thing that happened to my life. Ikaw ang pinakanindot nga nahitabo sa akong kinabuhi. Ikaw ang pinakanindot nga nahitabo sa akong kinabuhi. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this romantic and very romantic phrases in Bisaya. I'm sure your significant other or your husband or wife will be kilig, if you know that word, or would feel elated. Most especially if you're saying it with all of your heart. Daghan kayong salamat or thank you so much, and I hope to see you on our next video. Amping!